Welcome back YouTube. Harry here, known as Straight Sharp, and in this video you guys are gonna backtest with me pound yen and my price action strategy, and just look at price action in general and how I trade it. Now this is something that's really important, backtesting, and it's something I neglected a lot when I started trading, and I wish I started earlier, and especially going back and taking data on the trades, because that's what really excelled your trading. If you look at all of the professionals in the world, football players, musicians, they all do something except play the instrument or play the game. They practice. When they're not playing, they're practicing. So why should trading be any different? And this is the biggest mistake people make, is that they go into the markets without any practice, with just knowledge in their head, and expect to make money. But that's not how it works. It's the same as, you can study in school for 10 years, and then when you come out of school, you just go to university. But that studying in school, you've learned all of that, but until you apply it, nothing will happen. So we need to practice, and this is something that's really important. And this video is going to be great because it's going to show you guys how I manage the trades, how, what am I looking for in the entries, how I do my analysis. And it's basically like going to be me trading live, and it's going to give you a lot of clarity on, basically what I'm looking for and how I take trades. So I really hope that this video helps and you can apply it and use similar strategies, and take your trading to the next level by backtesting yourself. So that being said, let's get straight into this video. Alright guys, so before we start the video, can I just remind you to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. It really helps the channel and helps get my content out to more people, because there's a lot of content on my channel that I put a lot of work in, and I really appreciate it if you guys can help that spread that content, because I'm not here trying to show you $2 million account flips and tell you to buy my course when you're apparently making $2 million. But we'll leave that to another video. But basically, I would just appreciate it if you hit that like, comment, and also join the groups, join the Discord group. That's a great place to discuss, send your charts, and also I want a community, because trading can be lonely. So definitely think about joining that. But let's get into it. So we're gonna backtest here April 2021 of GJ. So we start off with the monthly time frame here. So monthly, new monthly candle, because it's the beginning of the April, looks like it wants to make its bottom wick. So the previous candle closed bullish here. Candle is not breaking the lows, so we're not bearish. Even though that this candle's bearish, doesn't mean that we should be looking for sells. But we see what happens on the weekly here. So weekly, we obviously found a resistance, and we're closing at support here, right? So this is we need to skip here a little bit, and we need to skip to our session, right? Because we trade London session here. So let's see what happens with the new daily candle, if it breaks these lows or if it respects these lows, right? So that will give us a lot more clarity. So we can see that, coming into our session, price is bearish. We will start 1 hour before. But what's very important here is the lows are not broken. So we're going to mark out these lows. If these lows are broken, then we can start looking for sells here, right? So we'll clone this on the weekly time frame. Now daily candle, as you can see, has also closed bullish here, right? So daily candle is bullish here. So that means, we can technically look for buys, because this could be another high low before price. But again, if we're breaking the daily low, I will be not looking for buys, but we'll mark out the daily high here, because easy buys will come above the daily high here. 4 hour candle is trending bullish so far. So the current candle is bullish, previous is bearish, but again, we're in this rejection zone here. We could continue down to this wick, so we could sell, but again, daily candle is bullish, and until we start breaking down on lower time frames, sells might make sense. So we have to keep that in mind here, that we could basically sell, right? So based on the lower time frames, but again, we're at this support, and you can see we're in this range here. 1 hour has closed bullish at the bottom of the range. Now that's very key to understand, that the 1 hour is bullish at the bottom of the range, because if we're at the bottom of the range, daily candle's bullish, this is the daily high, and we're not breaking down below these lows, we could look for buys, but to retest this high here. But we need to keep in mind the other time frames, right? So let's keep in mind the other time frames. See what 30-minute is also bullish, closing above this support here. So that's also looking, here, let's see, 30-minute. Yeah, so 30-minute is at a resistance. But if we can break this resistance or create some sort of support and respect these lows, because this is like a fake out, right? If you can call it what you want, but see, price came down, failed to close, rejecting this support, closing back it within the range. So if we can start breaking above that high, I think we have a good opportunity to take buys, to be honest. So let's see, 15-minute, yes. So if we start breaking that highs, I think we'll have a good opportunity to take buys. Yes, it is a resistance, but remember, you have to look at the bigger picture. The 1 hour is bullish, and our stops would go below the 1 hour low if we were to take a trade here. So if we're taking a trade, you know, that's a 25 pip stop for a 46 pip target. I mean, let's just play and see what happens. So we open up here. 30-minute, still good. So 15-minute breaking the lows here. Now, again, if we are closing below this, I don't want to trade here to here. There's not enough range, so I don't want to be taking sells in this range. And I really just want to be taking sells below the daily low. So I'm not going to be taking sells until we get below the daily low. That's basically how I'm going to play it. So it looks like we're finding some support on the 5-minute here. Yeah, you can see we are finding some support above the 5-minute here. And yeah, if we can start breaking that high, what is our stops looking like? If we start breaking this high here, it's like a 24 pip stop. So we need to use, we'll use percent risk. We'll risk 2%. So yeah, if we can start breaking those highs, I think that would be good for buys. So we'll put a buy stop actually. And we'll put a buy stop. We'll put the stop loss below the range. And our TP will be here at the top of the range. Let's see the 4-hour resistance and also the, yeah. So I think that's a good area. And breaking that 30-minute highs. Yes, I know it's resistance, but again, this is based off the 1 hour time frame, guys. You see stops is below the 1 hour candle here, right? Below the 1 hour, and we're breaking the 1 hour high. So that's the point of this trade. Coming into London Open soon, so yeah, we'll see if we get triggered into this trade. 5-minute, you know, this is why the stop is above there. Boom. Oof. All right, big move here we've had. So that push straight through here. We're gonna put our, I want to see this in pips. So we're 7.5 pips up. Now we can look to manage this trade. We're about 10 pips, 11 pips, 12 pips. As a return, $91. Not looking to close at the moment. Not looking to close. You know, we could take a percentage. Yeah, we'll take a percentage here. So we'll close 50%. So yeah, we'll actually close 60% here. And we'll leave the rest to run to TP. Just to secure. Now what's important here is that I'm not moving my stops to break even, because this, look at our entries at the top of the range. So we could easily retest the top of the range and then come back. So we have to be very, very careful, right? We don't want to retest the top of the range and then come back to, you know, start trending up. So to save time on this video so we can get to the next trade, I'll skip a few 5-minute candles. So it looks like we are ranging. We continue. Now this is London Open. Now in London Open, we could have a deep pullback because this move was pre-London. So what I want to make sure is I want to make sure that our position is secure. So any closures below this support level, I'll just be closing the trade. Nice. So that's a nice move. Where are we on the 30-minute time frame? Looking good. 1 hour looking good to hit our TP. Hopefully we can get a TP. 15-minute. Oh, deep pullback. Still, hopefully we can hit TP here. Nice. TP smashed. All right, great. Beautiful trade here. Almost 2% on the account. First trade. That's it for the day. Let's go to the next day. So we go on the 1 hour. And we go to the next day. So it looks like we're putting next bar. We'll see what we get for the next day. 1 hour before London. Sweet. So next day looks like we have broken the highs already of this doji candle. So buys looking good. 4 hours at this resistance here. So that's not the best, to be honest. I don't like to buy at 4 hour at resistance. And we have another resistance here. So that's not the best. 1 hour is also at resistance. 30-minute also at resistance. So we're having a lot of price at resistance at the moment. So this is not the best place to buy because the higher time frames are at resistance. So keep that in mind, right? 15-minute, yes, we have some range up. We could take it to this top of this range from here to here. That would be only 7 pips. So yeah, I think I want to let this trend up and look for some support. You know, maybe to get above this area here, something like this. So let's see what happens. I'm not taking buys in this area, although buys would make sense here on the flip of this candle. On the flip of this candle, the range is only 7 pips to this wick, 20 pips. It's tough. We're closed above 1 hour resistance. I mean, this could make sense. Let's see, 1 hour resistance, we did close above. We are at 4 hour resistance, but if we're breaking 4 hour resistance, we have a chance to hit this wick. Daily high just broke. All right, let's see how this forms on the lower time frame. I just want to see how this forms at the lower time frame. This is what's going to be important to me to take this trade now. If we start breaking this high, maybe a shot. Yeah, I think maybe I should give, what's the stop looking like? $19 pip stop, 20 pip target. Put it below the 30-minute low. Tricky decision here. So yeah, difficult decision here to take a trade or not, but we're at this 4 hour resistance. I don't want to take a trade at 4 hour resistance. Never a smart idea. So let's skip a few 5-minute candles and see what happens here on the 30-minute. So we did get a push up, but we tapped this resistance. No closes above, right? We need a close above. Yeah, and then we start trending down. So I'm not going to sell this. Yeah, I'm not going to sell price. Very difficult to sell price. I rather look for some support to take buys, to be honest. Now it's a bit late in my session, but this is a good opportunity here to take buys, to be honest. What's the stop loss? 11 pip stop, 26 pip target. How's 5-minute looking? 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour. Yeah, I think at this point here, I'm gonna take a buy. Yeah, so I'm gonna let this candle open and then I'm gonna take a buy. So let's see how this candle opens and then I'll take a buy. I need a bottom wick. Come on, give us a bottom wick. So if we re-break the highs, that's when I'll take a buy. Re-breaking the current candle highs. See, now we're avoiding nice drawdown and saving us from taking a loss. 30 minutes bullish, 1 hour close bullish. Oh, 4 hours bearish. Good thing I checked. I will not be taking these buys for sure. This is actually going to be a sell. Once we break these lows, it's going to melt, but this is not my session. Let's go to the next day. So let's go next day here. All right, so next day, let's start from the daily time frame. So daily close bearish here, still rejecting this area, tough area to trade. 4 hours bullish. So we could look, since we tap support at the bottom of the range again, we could look to tap the top as we're in a range. 1 hour is bullish, very messy. This could be an area of interest right here. Right, so we could look for buys above this area here. 30-minute, interesting. Buys above that area look good. And 15-minute, if we create some support. So let's see what happens. Let's skip a few candles. Make this quick. So 9:25, 19:30, 30 minutes still bearish. looking at maybe some possible buys, but not. $19.30. Okay, so this is the 30-minute close. 30-minute has closed doji. 15-minute creating support. No bottom wick it closed with. We could take a buy at the break of this high here, but what is the it's looking like a 10 pip target for a 16 pip stop. It's not really worth it, but you expect it to continue, but again, it's risky. Most likely it will push up here, but again, we don't want to take risky trades. So let's see what happens. Yep, so it breaks the highs, boom, continues. Great. Now we can look for some support. So now we can look for our trades. Great that this move has happened. Now with this closure, we could basically take it at the break of this high here. So let's start seeing what the lower time frames start doing here. So yeah, 5-minute, wow. If it breaks this high, maybe it's worth a shot here. Let's see, 15-minute. Right, rejecting. We'll wait for the close. Come on, don't push, don't push. Alright, what did it close? That was the 5-minute close. Yeah, we'll take a buy from this area. Should have entered there, but you know what to do. 1 or 2 pips. So let's skip some candles here. Alright, great. So continuation is there. Small pullback, respecting our stop loss. Why did I take this trade? Well, 30-minute closed above. 15-minute, as you can see, also closed above. And this is where we were looking for buys in the beginning, if you remember. And then the 5-minute was showing me some support. And but that, you know, the trade was 30-minute close above, stops below. See, most people put stops below here. No, I'm in the previous 15-minute here. So I know if it breaks that, then it will be an issue. But now we're in about 6 pips of profit. New candle open here. Need to be very, very careful what happens. We don't want to get too deep pullback. I don't want a too deep pullback. Don't give us a too deep pullback. So let's skip some candles here. Nice. So we got a pullback and now we're continuing bullish here. Hopefully we can. Nice. Wow, beautiful move. I might just close out. Yeah, I'll just close all, to be honest. We'll take this trade as a win. Close there. That's a good return. So 3% on the account in 2 trades, so not bad. $300 profit, risking only 2%. So let's go. Let's see if this would have hit our take profit. Yeah, good place to close. Look at that, guys. Come on, man. Sometimes it's good to close just before your actual take profit because you get BS like this. So let's go next day and we'll call it the last trade. So this will be the last trade. So let's see what we have now. So weekly, daily is again in this silly range, 4 hours silly range, 1 hour closing bullish. Again, I don't really want to be trading in this range. It's too messy. So I want to see, let's see what happens with these candles. It's really messy. I need it to get out and do some business here because this is not where I want to be trading. See, you get caught in all of this issue. This is why when you can establish a range, just look to stay out. Yeah, so really nothing. So we'll skip to the next day because that day, you know, you can see it's really bad. So let's go to the next day. Hopefully we get, oh, terrible. Look at that. When you find a range, guys, don't trade the range. Very simple. We're still ranging, guys. I'm not going to be trading this until we do something. So that's 2 days of no trading. Hopefully this day, now the daily, finally, strong daily closure. This is where you have to establish, guys, your ability of trading. Don't be trading in ranges. This is where you're going to have headache. I mean, look at that 4-hour candle. It did nothing. So now we're getting 4-hour candles here. We're still in the range technically, but we have a strong daily candle. So hopefully that brings some volume into the market here. 1 hour candle is closing bearish here, but again, daily is strong bullish. 30-minute, let's see what we have on the 30-minute. This is the beginning of the week, so let's skip few 5-minute candles, see what options we have. So that could be, what time is this? 9:15. 15-minute close. We could look for a quick scalp here to test the highs, which is like 12 pips for a 14 pip stop loss. Not worth it. But yep, that's why it's not worth it. So not seeing anything here, guys. Again, stupid price action we're having in this area. Maybe if we get a break below some support now, we could probably look to scalp for sells, to be honest. So if we break this low, we could take a quick sell. Oops. As I said, break the low, we could take a quick sell. So we'll be looking for sell stop. We'll take it here at the break of the lows. This is a risky trade within the range. Stop loss will go above the current candle, and I'll put stop loss probably around this area. I mean TP. We'll take a quick scalp. So let's speed this up, see how that goes. But we go to break even quite fast, guys. Very important, because this is a counter trend trade. So I'm showing you a counter trend. What are we? 3-4 pips in profit. Nice push, nice push. Break even. Now break even, guys. Right? So why did I take this trade? Well, obviously 1 hour is closing bearish, breaking below this support level here. 30-minute also closed below. 15-minute tried to make a support, not breaking the highs, but now breaking the lows. I know we have a support here. That's why I went to break even very, very quickly. Also, 4 hours is also breaking the lows here. So high chance we're going to test the bottom of the range. Yes, it's counter trend, but now I'm selling from the top of the range to the bottom, right? I know it's going against the daily, but this is the option we had for today. So let's leave this running here. See if we can catch. I mean, it is risky to go to break even, but again, I don't want to be in this trade because I'm selling into a support here. So I don't care if I get stopped out at break even. I don't want this to just close back in the range, rejecting this support, because I'm selling into a support. You know, it's given us 9 pips here. I could have secured, but it's not 1-to-1. So I'd rather be out at break even, or at least get a 1-to-1. So it's worth the shot. It allows me to get into profitable position, but hopefully we can continue down here and call this our last trade. Or looks like we got tap break even. So let's see what would have happened if I held the trade. But so we continued up, and then yeah, you just get caught in this mess. Yep. Why? Because of this support level here, guys. So yeah, risky to sell into it. It did reach the target, but again, I tried to look to catch 1-to-1. Worth to give you a shot. But yeah, but that's basically it. Hope you enjoyed back testing with me. You know, hope it was a good session and you learned some stuff. So that's basically what I look for on a daily basis. You know, we can see price created a support and then continued with the daily bias, but that's not in my session. That was in New York session, so I didn't trade that anyways. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below. Take care, trade sharp, and until next time. Peace.